Hi guys. So, I guess I'm feeling a little conflicted today and a little unmotivated, uninspired. Just like feeling weird, but like still good at the same time. I don't know. I'm still feeling good about myself from yesterday, but I'm in a weird place mentally cuz like I don't know. I'm on the internet a lot. Obviously for work, you know, like I do data entry and everything we do is like just online. So like I'm at the computer. And while I do that, I'm watching YouTube just in the background because got to keep my mind busy in multiple ways. And the way that the algorithm has I guess catered to me. And I guess it's you know, what I'm searching or what I could change it by searching something different and changing up what I choose to watch, I guess. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways, um but it's just a lot of like cuz I've been um honestly like honestly I just don't like how I look and feel in my own body. So, I'm working on that. Like I mentioned, I'm starting to exercise more. Not only is it like a healthy thing to do, but I'm actively like trying to, lose my extra weight that I've gained over the past couple years, and it's a significant amount for myself um compared to where I've been in the past. And that's not to say like being overweight is a bad thing necessarily, but for me, um, this is the heaviest I've ever been. I'm really feeling it in my joints, especially as someone who has, an autoimmune disease such as rheumatoid arthritis, which is inflammation in my joints. So, it's been hard, and it's been hard to like do certain things. So, I'm trying to also just like overall work on my health. So, I'm also eating a lot healthier. So, there's a lot of good, but in that, I'm looking up, you know, recipe ideas and inspiration for like food and like getting meal ideas and stuff. I'm especially like plant-based ones because um, that's just how I choose to eat. And there's a lot of like other videos that will, eventually like come up and I'm like, oh, and I click on them and of course it's like in my history now and then stuff gets recommended. But it's just like hard to see things like um I don't know. And it's like honestly, sometimes I don't like even watch the whole video, but it's like I know everyone has their own experiences, but it's hard to like see a title that's like um for example, like losing weight won't make you happy. And then it's like they're already skinny or what I perceive to be skinny because everyone's perception of their own body is like different. Um So it's just like my whole idea of like my own body is like fucked up, I guess. But, we're working on it. So I've just been in like a weird spot with that today. And I guess like figuring out like how I want to like redirect my video watching habits. because, you know, there's a lot of stuff that, like, is being recommended to me now that I'm just not interested in. And it's like, where did this shift happen? Um, I guess we'll just, it'll sort itself out. It's like, when you get into this, like, rut with music, you're like, ugh, nothing sounds good. And, um, you just kind of, like, skip every song until you find one that just kind of feels okay. And you just deal with it. But that's just me. Is that just a me thing? Like, can anyone relate to that? I don't know. Like, that happens to me, like, every once in a while, where it's like, I kind of have an idea of what I want to listen to, but then, like, when I start listening to music, like, nothing just, like, hits the spot, I guess. So then sometimes I'll just, like, move over to a podcast, but then, I don't know. It's just, like, my brain just is just, like, in this limbo mode of, like, nothing's entertaining enough. So then I just kind of, like, you know, give it a break. Mentally, just give it a break. And that's fine. But, I don't know if, like, anyone else, like, experiences that. Is that weird? Um, but yeah, anyways, back to, me. Because this is what this whole video is about. Because I'm the one making it. I don't know. This is like day 2. I'm still feeling awkward about recording. I realized from my other video that the cat water fountain that's in the room next to me was kind of loud. So if you heard something in the background, that's what that was. That, like, water trickly sound. It was a water fountain for my cats. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting used to this. Like, I've had this camera for a long time. Um, it's one of those things that I thought, like, oh, I have a passion for photography, and also, like, I had plans to use it for YouTube for so long also. And, like, this is embarrassing. Like, since at least 20, like, 12 or 13. Like, for so long I've had this camera. But it does me well. Like, honestly, it takes really great photos. I love it. Um, but that's just how long, like, I've had this intention. And what did I do with it? Nothing. How did I spend my time? Doing other stuff. Um, and I think that's another thing too. Like, I'll pick up hobbies, or I'll have this idea in my mind, and I just won't do anything about it. Or I'll start a project, like, I'll get everything for it, and I'll get all excited, and I'll, I'll get into it a little bit, enough to kind of learn how to do it. Like, I crocheted a whole blanket once, but then it's like I only learned how to do, like, 1 or 2 different, like, stitches, patterns. Anyways, um, and then I never did it again. Yet I bought all this yarn. Um, I bought, like, a bunch of canvases and, like, paint, and I painted, like, half a picture, and I just gave up. But, like, all of it's still, like, in my garage. Um, it's just so bad. Like, I'll pick up stuff, start it, and think, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be the person that, like, does this thing now. And it's gonna be great. I'm gonna enjoy it. And, like, it's gonna be a good time. And it is for a second. And then, something will happen where I kind of have to put a pause on the project or whatever, and I just don't go back to it. Like, this camera has been in its bag for so long, and you know, it it is now finally free, and I am still so awkward at talking, I guess. But um I don't know. I feel like maybe eventually I'll get the hang of it. Maybe not. I feel like I'm always gonna be awkward at it, and that's okay too. But I guess the most important part is like becoming more comfortable and like at least becoming a little more coherent. Anyways, yeah, feeling just like kind of all over the place right now, honestly, but mostly like uninspired, kind of like not great body image wise, but still motivated to like stay consistent because I've tried so many things before and like didn't stick with it, and here I am like unhappy. Um and I'm like, wow, if I would have just stuck with that thing, like where would I be right now? This thing that I tried like a year and a half ago, or like even just 6 months ago. If I had just like stuck with it, like would it have worked had I been like consistent? So I'm feeling more like, since I've kind of unclouded other areas of my mentality, I can kind of like start being like better to myself and like work on building these good habits. So I don't know. I'm feeling hopeful, but still feeling kind of like skeptical. It's like when you know that something's possible, but you're not gonna believe it until like it actually happens. It's one of those. So, um, yeah, I don't know how often I'm gonna like record these kind of videos, but actually I kind of like it. Um, it feels kind of like, I don't know the word, cathartic to just talk. Um, hopefully, I mean, I know none of this like has a point. None of this like was very coherent. I kind of go on like a tangent and then like a weird direction in the middle, and then I came back. So like I'm not very like linear with how I'm talking, but maybe next time I'll have like more of a plan. But I don't know. It's been like what, a few minutes of me talking. I don't know how long this video is actually. So, if you're like still here, um, hi. Um, maybe I'll continue just these talking videos, and I feel like it'll be good practice too, just to like get more comfortable in the camera or talking to the camera or talking to you. How about that? Like, you know? So, um, I hope you have like a good evening or morning or day, whenever you're watching this. If you related to any of that, or if any of that made sense to you, like, we could talk about it, I guess. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, yeah, bye.